Hola amigos, it's 2025 and what I want to do today is just share with you my lesson plans for this week, the first week back after winter break for my level 3 students. So honestly, we just have a 4-day week because Monday when we go back is just a teacher work day and professional development for us and a little bit of time to get grades settled and in. But Tuesday the kids come back. So I do this every year. I teach them about El Día de los Reyes Magos. So I do a little PowerPoint lesson. I teach them about the holiday, and then they write letters to one of the 3 wise men, and then they create a little shoe. So I have a template that I give them. They decorate the shoe according to their personality, and I tell them, let me see all of your personality. Let me see who you are, your favorite things on the shoe. And then they cut it out, and then they make their little shoe. They put hay in it, and then I have them put it on a bookcase, and then I fill it with candy and these little envelopes that have pesos, which is their extra credit. So I will link, I have a video that describes it in a little more detail, so I'll link that at the top. But that will be what we do on Tuesday, their first day back. And then the next day, what I'm going to do is introduce their new vocabulary for this chapter, which is in El Consultorio. And so instead of introducing it and just giving them the book, this time I made pictures and I drew the different illnesses and what they would talk about in the doctor's office. And I made a word wall. So what I'm going to do is spread that word wall around the room, and then I'm going to give them the vocabulary list that has the Spanish word and a blank, and they're going to have to go around the room and figure out what those words mean. They're not allowed to look them up on their computer. They're not asking people. They're figuring it out by the pictures. So hopefully it makes it stick a little better. When they're finished with that, then what they're going to do, we're going to review the vocabulary, make sure they have the right words. And then they're going to write sentences using the vocabulary, because I am noticing that we need a little more work in that area. So they will write their sentences and illustrate them instead of writing the English, because we want to stay more in Spanish. Then on Wednesday, what we're going to do, because this chapter is about usted command and the subjunctive. So my students last year, I know that they didn't get to -2 commands. So I'm going to review the 2 commands with them. I'm going to teach them the negative commands, give them a little practice in various forms to get them set up for the usted and the subjunctive. And then they're going to practice by giving commands and what to do and not to do to their classmates. So that's going to be a group activity. So once they've taken notes over the PowerPoint, and I'll put some kind of picture up so you can see what I'm talking about, then they're going to come up with different things that they're going to tell another group to do. And then finally, on the last day, they are going to write goals for the year. So I have written SMART goals, or in Spanish, metas, that has an acronym to help walk them through the process of writing a goal that they can accomplish. So that's what we're going to do on Friday. I'm going to give them these sheets where they're going to write out 1 personal goal and 1 school goal. And they're going to keep this in their folders that they keep in class, and we're going to check in every month to check in on their progress. So that's my first week back, kind of an easy peasy, easing them into 2025 with a laid back week. So I'm going to put links in the description. If you want to use some of these things that I'm using in my class, they'll be in the description. So I hope you have a great first week back. Happy teaching. Adios.